I started with the Cleveland Division of Police in 1989, and started out in the First District, which is the far west side of Cleveland. Was out there for several years in various units, a unit called the Strike Force. From there, I went to a unit that's called the Fugitive Task Force. Did that for about a year, and then I was promoted to the rank of sergeant. Then I was assigned to the office of the chief of police, promoted 2 years later to the rank of lieutenant, assigned to the First District. And then I was assigned as the public information officer, and then assigned back to the chief's office. And in 2005, I was appointed to the rank of commander. And several years later, 2014, appointed to the rank of deputy chief. And in 2022, I was appointed to the rank of chief of police as my current role. I graduated from the University of Toledo. I attended Johnny High School here in the city of Cleveland. Go Hornets! And I think that's important because I just want, especially the kids in the inner city, to know that they can achieve anything in life. Because I'm no different from them, and they're no different from me, and they can one day also be the chief of police or the mayor or a governor or a lawyer or a doctor and so forth. They just shoot for the stars. They're capable of doing just about anything. One of the things that the mayor and I talked about is that getting our officers out of the cars and on foot beats. So we instituted park and walks, basically. And what that entails is our officers going to certain areas and parking their cars, getting out and actually walking in those particular neighborhoods and engaging with our residents, stopping by, talking to them, introducing themselves and so forth. So that for me is a community engagement. Then they have the opportunity to get to know the residents in those particular areas, and the residents get to know them so they can build that trust. That's part of what the mayor instituted and wanted instituted for crime prevention. Also, it's about taking violent individuals off the streets.
I am currently the division's public information officer, sergeant with the Division of Police. I began my career in public safety almost 19 years ago. I started with the division of Cleveland EMS. I worked as a paramedic there for almost 4 years, and I'm currently with the Division of Police for 15 years. I've worked in various capacities, including basic patrol, the downtown service unit. I've worked in financial crimes, detective in the gang impact unit for a temporary moment. And I've been in various districts. I've worked in the 1st, 2nd, the 3rd, and the 5th district. And I was also part of the executive board for the Hispanic Police Officer Association. And my last assignment before being promoted, I worked in the community relations unit, where I was able to interact with the community, provide some educational opportunities for the community, going to schools, speaking to students, going to different churches, different nonprofit organizations, providing safety tips, and kind of bridging that gap within the Division of Police and the community we serve. Under the direction of the Division of Police, Chief Drummond, Mayor Bibb, we've been able to make some changes that are important to recruitment, like increasing the age limit, raising the pay for officers that are currently within the division. We've also increased the pay for recruits that are starting off in the police academy. So we've implemented some signing bonuses, and also kind of abbreviated the police academy for officers that have previous OPATA training within the state of Ohio. So in combination, it's a multi-layer effect that we've approached it. We're making different ways to impact and reach people to encourage them to apply to the Division of Police. We're making some significant strides in technology. We're making some significant strides in the approach with community relations, community policing, and we're also getting a new building fairly soon. So we're excited to see how the implementation of this new police headquarters would bridge some of the gaps that we have with our community.
My name is Dorothy Todd. I'm the Deputy Chief of Staff for the Cleveland Division of Police. I've been with the division, and this is my 24th year. I've worked throughout the 4 of the 5 neighborhood districts, and my current role is to oversee the internal operations. So the purpose of building a new police headquarters is to bring us back together again. Currently, the space that we occupy, we are renting from the county, and we've had to minimize our floor plan there, which meant that we had to relocate a lot of our operations. This will give us an opportunity to bring everyone back under the same building structure again, which we used to be, and it'll make our operations more efficient. We currently have to travel to meet with different members or do virtual meetings or phone calls, and this is just a couple flights of steps and we'll be back together again. So the factors that we had to consider was location, finding something that was centrally located to be accessible to all of the Cleveland community, whether you're south, east, west, and also a big part of that was this being on a bus line and available by public transportation, and also it's walkable. So that was the biggest portion that we had to look at, was finding something that everyone could have access to throughout the city. In the headquarters, we'll start with the office of the chief. It'll be the chief, his staff, the deputy chiefs, and then a lot of our investigative units, which include homicide, sex crimes, domestic violence, which covers a lot of our more serious crimes. Also, we have a lot of our administrative functions will be here, as well as our traffic enforcement section and our community relations. So we're hoping that by this location that we can be a part of this community. Because we're right in the center and there's neighborhoods, businesses that are all around, we're hoping that we become part of the community, we better the community, and this is an up-and-coming area where there's a lot of transformation going on. So we're hoping this is going to be a positive transformation for this neighborhood, and it will be open for the public to have events here with a large community room that we're going to be building. And it's also something that operates 24 hours, so it brings a sense of security to the neighbors who live in the area.